A long time ago, there was an apple orchard, and in 1919, a school was built alongside these trees. This school, at the edge of the woods, was called Edgewood. The apples are gone now, but we still remember them.
We called it rusty coats, a russet apple. It's a kind of a brown apple, green and brown apple, and they were wonderful, juicy apples. So we used to have in our recesses, in the season, of course, in the fall when the apples were ripe, we could go out and feast ourselves on rusty coat apples.
The Edgewood School Historical Society was formed this year to gather and share the stories of our school's past, but mostly to remember. We remember Florence Shorska-Wald, a student who placed flowers on the desks of teachers and would go on to open America's first hospice. We remember the Edgewood Circus. In 1948, 6th graders took a school trip to the circus and then came back to school to put on their own show. We remember their teachers, Jack Kirk and Bill Spencer.
He was one of the first 2 male teachers in the school, and we were all thrilled about that.
And I remember he talked to you like you were a grown-up. And do you remember that?
Mr. Kirk did the same. I was going to,
Boy, this guy
that was
Kirk,
what was
I don't know.
most important.
But he did, and I suppose Jack Kirk did too. And I remember that as a new thing. I was being spoken to as an equal. Boy, I thought that was terrific.
We remember Edgewood football coach Herb McCracken, a member of the College Football Hall of Fame. Many believed he invented the huddle. We're not sure if he did, but we do know in the late 40s, no one beat our team. We remember Amelie Rothschild, a former school board member who helped stop McCarthyism in Scarsdale in the Battle of the Books.
So the burden of holding forth the freedom of selection of books, protecting the libraries, protecting the teachers, expressing their own feelings and thoughts. We had to, as a school board. If we'd given up, the rest of the country would have been affected badly. There's no question in my mind.
We remember one of Edgewood's earliest students, Professor Carl Shorska, historian, Pulitzer Prize-winning author, passionate about learning.
Well, you start to learn all kinds of things that have nothing to do with schoolwork, but that are generated because you get into a classroom where somebody turns you on. And then you go to the library and you find a book and you get turned on again, and pretty soon, you don't even know it, you're backing your way into a profession.
And we remember the Edgewood moms who formed a softball team in the late 70s. 30 years later, Edgewood moms are at it again. Around every turn, there are moments to celebrate, stories to share. As historians, our job is to hold on to these stories to better understand who we are and what we could be, to forever remind us that Edgewood School really is the finest place to be.